Welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today?
Very good.
Max Reaction's back, and my son Hunter. I was gonna react to a video, and he's like, "Daddy, take me, I want to react." And I'm like, "Well, it's not like singing or anything, so I don't know if he'll enjoy it, but he wants to react, so I'm gonna let him, right?"
Right.
All right, so we're gonna react to the 10 biggest lies about the Philippines.
Philippines?
Did you like the Philippines?
Yeah.
Do you know you got Filipino blood in you?
No.
Yeah, you do. You're half.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Because your mommy's Filipino, right?
Yes, what do you mean?
Like you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to check it out. I don't know what the lies are. I don't know if I'll agree with the video or each one, every one, some of them. So we're going to check it out. Let's see if I agree. Let's see if you agree. Let's see if Hunter agrees.
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
The Philippines is a country that we love to talk about here in FTD Facts. So much can be said about the beauty of the country as well as the beauty of the people. Yet even still, there are many stereotypes, misconceptions, and straight up lies that have been put on as labels on the country and its people.
What are they?
FTD Facts, my name is Leroy Kenton, and for this episode I'm going to be looking at 10 of the biggest lies, stereotypes, and misconceptions about the Philippines. Okay, so let's get into this list.
Yeah.
At number 10, Filipino women are submissive and quiet. Like every...
My wife is not quiet. My wife's pretty loud, and she's not submissive neither, so if people are saying they're all submissive and quiet, I'd say that would be a lie.
Yeah, that's
the country, though, women come in a variety of attitudes. Some a little bit more attitude prone than others. But either way, Filipinas are just a conservative type of woman. According to sources, Filipino women, they find it uncomfortable to mingle or even interact with male foreigners and even their own men. They also have a reputation of being quiet and shy, but this is normally because they feel that they don't have the adequate skill of speaking English to the foreigners. So instead...
I don't know, most Filipinas that I've met, like my wife's friends and family and just random Filipinas, they've spoke good English. There's been a few that didn't speak too good of English, but for the most part, the ones I ran into speak pretty good English.
Instead of speaking nonsense, they remain silent. The next lie is that the Philippines is one land mass. This is something...
Who's telling that lie? I've never heard anybody say the Philippines is one landmass. I don't know if that's a widespread lie or misconception or not, but even when I didn't know much about the Philippines, I knew it was the islands. But I'm pretty good with geography, so maybe some people actually do believe that. I don't know. You know the Philippines is a bunch of islands, don't you?
Yeah.
Because you've already been on a bunch of them.
Yes, I want to go there.
You want to go there?
Yeah.
Why? It's because it's beautiful?
Beautiful.
Say maganda.
Maganda.
Maganda means beautiful in Tagalog. Yeah?
Oh, what I do is inside.
that I've been guilty of thinking myself. But there's actually over 7,000 islands that make up the Philippines, and around 2,000 of them are inhabited. And this is known as an archipelago, which is a collection of islands, or sometimes a sea containing a small number of scattered islands. Now, the Philippines has a total land area of 300,000 square kilometers, which works out to be 115,831 square miles. This makes it the world's largest island country. The Philippine archipelago is...
I don't think I actually knew that it was the largest island country, though. I think I just learned something. Wow.
divided into 3 island groups: Luzon, Visayas, as well as Mindanao. The lie number 8 is Filipinos don't speak English. So when tourists visit the country of the Philippines...
I've never heard anybody say Filipinos don't speak English. I've only ever heard people say, I go to the Philippines, one of the reasons is they speak a lot of English.
It's free.
So I don't know who's telling him this lie, if he's made it up, but I've never heard anybody say they don't speak English.
It's free.
So, yeah. So I don't agree with him saying it's a widespread lie, because it's not. I hear the opposite. I hear English is spoken really well, you know. The United States have had a lot of history with the Philippines, so that's one reason why they speak a lot of English.
They're usually surprised at the fact that Filipinos, they actually learn English as their first language. Most Filipinos also learn it alongside Tagalog growing up. Although some Filipinos...
Not just Tagalog, there's many. There's like, I forget how many dialects, but there's over 100. Kind of like my wife can speak Chavacano, Cebuano, Bisaya. I don't know if maybe Chavacano, not maybe Bisaya and Cebuano is similar. I don't know, but she speaks a lot of the dialects.
Filipinos will have a distinct accent while speaking English. English-speaking tourists will have little or no trouble at all communicating with them. And this actually leads us to our next lie. And this lie is that Filipinos only speak Tagalog. This lie...
I've never heard that neither, because that goes right along with the one they just talked about, English. I think they're just throwing that in to make the video longer, because of course, you know, Filipinos speak more than Tagalog. There's many dialects for one. The Philippines are made up of all kinds of people, you know, Koreans, Chinese, Americans, Australians, people from Europe, people from Africa. There's a lot of mixed blood in the Philippines, so I don't know who's telling this lie or he just made this up, but I've never heard that.
In misconception is similar to the idea that Chinese people speak Chinese, when in fact they speak a wide variety of languages like Mandarin, Cantonese, etc. In the Philippines, though, Tagalog is one of many dialects spoken in the country. Back in the year 1937, the government adopted Tagalog, elevating its status as a national language of the Philippines, also calling it Filipino. And it has since become mixed with other existing Philippine dialects, as well as foreign languages like English and Spanish. Now, when it comes to native languages and dialects, there are more than 200 in the entire country. Number 6, all Filipinos share the exact same culture. So, being an archipelago, like
I've never heard that neither. I've always knew that there was different cultures depending on what part of the Philippines there is. It's just common sense to me, you know, because a lot of countries have ruled over the Philippines way back when. So, I don't know.
Mentioned earlier, historically there was no actual Philippines to refer to. The different groups of islands being separated by large bodies of water, they contained their own distinct culture and language and traditions. Because of this, they were very distinct from each other. So that's
kind of like back in Magellan's time when Lapu-Lapu was on Mactan Island. It wasn't called that then, I'm sure, but they had their own culture, and then over on the Cebu side, I'm pretty sure they had their own culture, and they kind of wanted to force a religion onto the Lapu-Lapu, which would be totally different culture and beliefs. So just looking back at that, it's common sense that there's different culture spots in the Philippines, you know. So Mindanao's different, you know, Luzon's different. I mean, it's different all over the place, the Philippines.
The movement for a united Philippines didn't come until the arrival of the Spanish, which was much later on, though. Alright guys, we reached halfway in this episode. We have 5 more lies to look at. And for more information about Philippines, I definitely want you to check out our video where we did 10 surprising facts about the Philippines. It is a mind-blowing episode. It's such a beautiful country, so much to learn about it. I'll link to it below in the video description section so you can check it out after this.
Alright, well, we're going to end the video here. We've looked at 5 lies. Tomorrow we'll look at the other 5 lies and see if we agree or don't agree. Right?
Right.
So what did you learn about the Philippines? Anything?
Anything.
What did you learn? Is it beautiful?
Beautiful.
Beautiful? Look at the camera and talk. Is there lots of water and ocean?
Yes.
Beaches?
Yes.
Nice people?
Yeah.
Lots of language?
Yeah.
What else? Are you happy you're a Filipino? Part Filipino?
Yes.
Yes. Why?
It's cute.
Because you're cute?
Yeah. We're gonna go there.
We're gonna go there?
Yes.
Well, we've been there. We may live there one day. Who knows? Would you like to go live there?
Yeah, I live there.
You want to live there?
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat all the yummy Filipino food like rice and lumpia?
Yes.
Yeah. And adobo.
Yeah.
Sig.
Yeah.
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 You gonna eat some balut?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eggs with ducks in them?
No eggs.
No eggs? Okay. Alright. You have anything to tell them?
You tell them.
Say like.
Like.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Look at that. Share.
Share.
Comment.
Comment.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
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 Pizza.
He's not.